welcome to ABC Interactive English. Hello everyone, I'm Mike.
And I'm Sam.
And we are back today with part 2, or part B, I should say, of our look at very expensive and very cool and very valuable things. Yesterday we were with Alyssa, right?
Yes.
She was looking at some expensive furniture. We don't know if she bought it, but we do know that it was very special. It came from a certain European designer, and it was probably going to be quite expensive. So when we say something valuable, which is the title of our dialogue for today, yeah, it could be expensive. It could have a high price. Buying it or selling it will involve a lot of money. But of course, things can be valuable in other ways, right?
Yes, and so sometimes we call that sentimental value. If something is valuable to our emotions for some reason, again, maybe you got something from a family member or something that's been passed down within your family that might not really be worth much, but it means a lot because like, oh, this was something that so-and-so and this person had. Like, for example, I actually, for my wedding, I actually wore my grandmother's dress.
Aww.
And that definitely is not something that valuable because it's not like it was a very, very expensive dress at the time. But it meant a lot to me, it meant a lot to my mom, and it meant a lot to kind of have this little piece of my grandma at my wedding. So that would be something valuable that didn't necessarily have a lot of money value.
Cool, or it could be something that came into your life through a really interesting way and you've just had it for a long time. Maybe other people are like, okay, well, whatever, but to you it means a lot. I have a little piece of stone in my office at home, and I often think that if I have to run out of the house, I can't bring all my books or my computer with me, but I might grab this. It's a little piece of stone that used to be on the floor of a Roman kitchen. And I got it in England. They were digging up a place and there were just these rocks, and the lady working there said, yeah, you can take some of those. So I have this little stone. It's a little tile from the floor, and I imagine that, 2,000 years ago, someone spilled wine on it and, someone was walking there or wiping it. I don't know, there's just something really cool to me about it, and other people might go, yeah, it's just a stone. But it's valuable in other ways, not always about the money thing. So let's find out about Jesse and Owen. Someone there has something valuable. Maybe it's expensive, maybe it has a good story, maybe it's from their family, maybe all three. Jesse sees something of Owen's.
That's a beautiful pocket watch. Where did you get it?
Thanks. It was gifted to me by my grandfather.
That's so cool. What's the pocket watch made of? It appears to be copper.
The case is made of gold, and the numbers are diamonds.
All right, so yes, part B, something valuable. And that's kind of a cool title because it tells us it's important in some way, but we don't exactly know in what way. So let's find out by checking out the dialogue. It begins, Jesse sees something of Owen's. Okay, so we have two characters. Jesse, she's the female character. Her friend Owen has something kind of interesting and cool, and it catches Jesse's attention, and she wants to know more about it.
Yes, and so she says, that's a beautiful pocket watch. Where did you get it? So she sees this really pretty pocket watch and she wants to know more about it.
Cool.
Now, a pocket watch, this is something that actually I feel like you don't really see it so much anymore. You almost could call your phone a pocket watch because
kind of is.
Because if you see in the name of this thing, it is a watch that you wear in your pocket. So most watches you wear on your wrist nowadays, but before there were a lot of pocket watches, and basically they were little circular watches and they had a little cover and usually a chain, and the chain might hook to your belt or sometimes up to your kind of, if you had your pocket watch in an upper pocket, you might hook it up here too. And when you wanted to check the time, you took out your pocket watch, you opened up the little cover and you could check the time. They're very cool and you see them a lot in kind of older movies and things like that too. But there are still quite some around. If you wanted to actually find some pocket watches, you could. I have always thought pocket watches were very cool.
They are kind of cool. That little chain I know is called a fob.
Ooh, okay.
F-O-B, fob. Yeah, they were popular. I don't know why I know this. I watched a show about it. They were popular until World War I. Now think about it. In a war, if you're crawling around in the dirt while people are shooting at you, having a watch in your pocket, that's a good place to get it broken as you dive onto the ground. So that's when wristwatches became much more common. And of course, they got smaller and stronger and better made. But you're right, you can still buy pocket watches. Some people who like to dress up in old styles, you know, for parties or just for fun, they might have one. And they would probably be a little bit valuable or expensive, depending on how old they are. All right, so let's get back to the dialogue. So Owen, he says, thanks, you know, thank you for the compliment and being interested in my pocket watch. Where did I get it? He tells her it was gifted to me by my grandfather. Interesting sentence because there he's using gift as a verb. Now, most of us think of gift as the noun, right? I give you a gift, a Christmas gift, a birthday gift. It's like a present. But to gift something, this is a verb, just giving something as a gift. Okay, he could have said it was given to me by my grandfather. It was given to me as a gift by my grandfather, or it was gifted to me. Often when we use this word, we're talking about getting a present, or also just someone giving you something, maybe not for Christmas, not for your birthday. I have 2 of these, you don't have one. I'm happy to pass it on to you. I am gifting you my old bicycle, not for a special reason, just because you don't have one, I have extra. There you go. So that was very nice to get from his grandfather.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看一下刚刚对话里提到的单字跟文法重点。首先来看看单字的部分 ，gift， 动词赠予。This scarf was gifted by Anna. 这条围巾是 Anna 赠送的。Pocket watch, 怀表。The old pocket watch belonged to his grandfather. 那只旧怀表是他爷爷的。接着我们回到课文当中。
Yes, and so then Jessie says, that's so cool. What's the pocket watch made of? It appears to be copper. So she's looking at it and she's like, wow, it's so interesting. And the color is kind of cool. Is it made out of copper? So she's asking, is it made out of this material, copper?
All right. It's kind of an orangey yellowish color, right? Copper is kind of in that range. But Oscar says the case is made of gold. Whoa. And the numbers are diamonds. Wow, definitely not made of copper. And actually, I would wonder, copper, when it gets old, it kind of turns green.
Yes.
So if it's that old, it probably would be green a little bit, like copper changes in the air. So no, it's actually not copper. It's gold, which is, of course, more valuable. And gold is special because the metal doesn't really age. It's always kind of shiny. So it's, you know, much easier to take care of gold, but it's also expensive. And the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 12 back up at the top, are diamonds. That's going to be a lot of money because you're going to need several diamonds to make each number. So there's probably 30, 40 diamonds at least in this pocket watch. Why am I looking at my wrist? In this pocket watch that has the body, the case, everything else is made of gold.
Yes, and so this title and this part of this kind of tells us, okay, it's valuable definitely in both ways. From a grandfather, that's valuable and sentimental, but also it's gold and diamonds. It's got some definite money value as well. Because we have this word gold, and gold is a metal that is kind of this gold, it's hard to say that's gold and it looks like it's gold. Because gold, we also use this word a lot as a color, but it is kind of that yellowish color and it's very, very valuable. And when a gold is kind of a higher level of gold, meaning it's more pure, sometimes it can get even a little bit softer. So a lot of the golds that you might see for jewelry or this kind of stuff is maybe not 100% pure gold.
24 karat.
Yes, because that might be a little too soft to stand the time and using it every day and all that kind of stuff. So gold can kind of range in colors from really bright yellowy when it's that really pure gold to kind of a more softer kind of orangey yellowy gold color in that range. But yes, very expensive, and it is a metal that costs a lot of money and is common to it's found in the earth, and then you use that and turn it into things like gold bars or gold jewelry or anything like that.
There you go. Yeah. AU, I think, right,
yes,
is gold in the chemical chart there. And yeah, it's been valuable, I think, in almost every culture in the world because it is very beautiful. It does last for almost ever. And of course, yeah, people buy and sell and trade it and make things out of it all the time, even today, along with diamonds. When we think of gold and diamonds, we often use these words just to talk about expensive things. Diamonds would be even more valuable than gold if you're trying to buy and sell them today. Diamonds are also natural. It's pure carbon. You take trees, you bury them in the ground for millions and millions of years. First, they'll kind of turn into coal, and once they're put under a lot of pressure, then you get diamonds. And diamonds are often clear, well, the most valuable ones, so they look like ice or glass. You can have colors in there, depending on what other chemicals might get involved or included in them. And yes, when we think of diamonds, we think of wedding rings, we think of beautiful jewelry, we think of those shiny stones that people are always stealing in movies and stuff like that.
我们来看一下刚刚对话里提到的单字 gold 名词黄金 The necklace is made of gold 这条项链是由黄金制成的 diamond 名词钻石 Belle wore a ring with a large diamond Belle 戴着一枚大钻戒文法的部分刚刚提到了 appear to be 加名词看似是怎么样Appear 指的是看起来好像，意思相近于 seem。be 之后也可以接形容词哦。我们来看看这两个例句。第一个 The chair appears to be wood, but it's made of plastic. 这把椅子看似是木质的，但它是由塑胶制成的。Plastic 指的就是塑胶。下一个例句 Dad appears to be angry, but he's just tired. 爸爸看起来很生气，但他其实只是累了。接着我们回到课文当中。
And if you're going to be buying some diamonds, find a very good person to give you advice because you can get tricked or pay a lot of money for things that aren't valuable. But if you're buying a wedding or an engagement ring, this is the kind of thing people might want to include a diamond with.
Wow, how did your grandfather come by something so valuable?
It was passed down to him by someone in his family.
How did it feel to be given the pocket watch?
I was blessed to be handed down something so meaningful and valuable.
Okay, so we are back. So we have Jesse and Owen, and Jesse just looked at this amazing pocket watch that Owen has and wanted to know more about it. We know that it is from his grandfather. We know that it is gold and has diamonds, and so it's valuable in all kinds of ways. And so she goes, wow, because she just found out this news about how valuable it is. So she says, wow, how did your grandfather come by something so valuable? Because again, if the whole case is gold and inside all the numbers are diamonds, it's already probably worth some good amount of money. And so she says, how did your grandfather come by something so valuable? And this phrase, to come by something, it means to happen to get that thing. So if you come by, in this case, he came by this pocket watch. So she wants to know basically, how did he get it? Where did it come from? What is the story behind it that led him to either purchasing it or getting it from somebody else? Because we don't know. We don't know, did he buy it? Did he get it from someone else or what? So how did he get it? That's this phrase, how did he come by this thing, this item? In what way does he get it?
Yeah, tell me that story. And so Owen does. It was passed down to him by someone in his family. Okay, well, that's a pretty simple way to get something nice and valuable like this. Someone in your family gives it to you. Someone older in your family, probably a generation or two older or above you, gives it to you. I'm dying. I'm very old. But I don't want this thing to be sold or given away, so I'm going to give it to my children or my grandchildren. People might do this with property, with a house. They might do it with a company or a business. Or they might just do it with valuable, special things that they don't want to sell. They don't want to give away. They don't want to just put it in a box and forget about it. They want to give it to someone else to sort of share the family story and share this valuable thing. I mean, I guess you could sell it if your grandmother or grandfather gave it to you, but the idea probably would be more to keep it and then you give it to your children and so on to kind of keep this connection through history with the people in your family, the other generations who have gone before, your elders and your ancestors. So to be passed down is basically to give something to the younger members in your family line.
我们来看一下刚刚对话里提到的文法 come by something 获得某物，这是一个不可以分开的动词片语。我们来看看这个例句 It's difficult to come by a seat at this train station. 在这个火车站里很难找到座位。Pass down 指的是传承，课文中后面出现的 hand down 也可以表达相同的意思。我们来看看这个例句The recipe was passed down to Nina by her grandmother. 或者你也可以说 The recipe was handed down to Nina by her grandmother. 这个食谱是由 Nina 的奶奶传承给她的。Recipe 指的就是食谱。接着我们回到课文当中。
So then Jessie says, how did it feel to be given the pocket watch?
Ooh.
So she's thinking, well, I don't know, maybe there's other people in Owen's family, but he's the one with the pocket watch. So how does it feel to get something so special and be the one chosen to have this pocket watch?
That's right. The emotional feeling, not like, oh, it was cold in my hand when he gave it, or it was heavy because it's made of gold. No, the emotional feeling, right? Imagine the grandfather is very old. He might know he won't live long. I want you to take this, my grandson. So how does that feel in that moment to be sort of given this honor and also a responsibility, right? I mean, it's an honor that your grandfather or whoever trusts you. And also, this is a valuable thing. If I drop it or sell it and buy a PlayStation, people might be angry with me and think that I did a bad thing in my family. So Owen says, I was blessed to be handed down something so meaningful and valuable. He felt very special. He felt very blessed to be handed down or to be given something so meaningful in the family story, in the family history, and valuable just in terms of money. It's gold, it's diamonds, it's worth a lot, but I'm sure it's more the meaningful part of it that sticks with him, that it makes it very special.
Yes, and so this word meaningful, again, if you look at the word, you can kind of get a clue to what it means. It says full of meaning. So if something is meaningful, it's full of meaning. It means a lot to you, so it is important to you. It is something that you like, that you treasure, that you value, that you feel is just so important that you want to keep forever. It's got meaning in some way. Now, of course, this is talking about the pocket watch, but a place can be meaningful. A story can be meaningful. A song can be meaningful. All of these different things can have meaning or value or importance to you. So you could call pretty much anything that you like or enjoy or is special to you, you could say that that thing is meaningful.
There you go. Yeah, meaningful and valuable can be used in the same way. Although, as you said, meaningful is more about the feelings and the emotion. That can be valuable too, right? Having good friends is valuable in the feelings that they give you, the friendship that you have. But valuable can also, of course, mean it's just worth a lot of money. Meaningful does not have that meaning to it.
我们来看一下刚刚对话里提到的单字 meaningful meaningful 形容词有意义的。The gift was very meaningful to me. 那份礼物对我来说非常有意义。接着我们回到课文当中。
And that's it for today. Thanks very much for joining us. Take care of yourselves and each other and your valuable gifts from your family line. And maybe you can even pass something of yours down to your children as the time goes by and the generations continue. What a wonderful way to keep your family story alive. Take care. Bye-bye. Jessie sees something of Owen's.
That's a beautiful pocket watch. Where did you get it?
Thanks. It was gifted to me by my grandfather.
That's so cool. What's the pocket watch made of? It appears to be copper.
The case is made of gold, and the numbers are diamonds.
Wow. How did your grandfather come by something so valuable?
It was passed down to him by someone in his family.
How did it feel to be given the pocket watch?
I was blessed to be handed down something so meaningful and valuable.
我们来复习一下这一课的重点单字跟文法。单字的部分 ，gift 动词赠予 ，gold 名词黄金 ，diamond 名词钻石 ，meaningful 形容词有意义的 ，pocket watch 怀表。接着我们来看文法的部分 ，appear to be 加名词，看似是怎么样 ？The cup appears to be glass, but is plastic. 这个杯子看似是玻璃，但它是塑胶。Leon appears to be mean, but he's not. Leon 看起来很刻薄，但他并非如此。Come by something 获得某物。How did Bill come by so much money? Bill 是如何得到这么多钱的 ？Pass down 传承。I will pass this necklace down to my daughter. 或者你也可以说 I will hand this necklace down to my daughter. 我会把这条项链传承给我的女儿。以上就是这一课的重点单词跟文法，那我们下一次再见喽，拜拜。
Look at this post from Emily. She's gotten thousands of likes in just a few hours.
Wow, she really has a lot of clout on social media.
Clout? Does that mean likes and shares?
Well, not entirely. Clout isn't just about the numbers, it's about actually having an impact.
Impact? Like what?
Well, look at those comments under her post.
Yeah.
Everyone is asking about her outfit and where they can buy the same items.
Oh, so she's not just popular, she can also influence people's choices.
Exactly. If people trust her recommendations and act on them, then that's real clout.
Wow. How about you? Do you have that?
I've got like zero clout. Yeah.
Hello everyone! Today's term is clout. The influence one has, especially on social media.
That's right. In social media terms, clout refers to the power to shape opinions or drive action among the public.
For example, when someone with a lot of clout promotes a new product, their endorsement could boost sales.
Or a person with clout could use it to raise awareness among their followers about important social issues and inspire them to take action.
Here's an example sentence. She's using her clout as an influencer to promote charity projects.
Or his clout as a celebrity helped him bring attention to climate change.
So remember, it's not just about popularity, but the ability to make a real difference.
Exactly. And that's all for today.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.